Hi everybody, how are we doing today? It's a little gloomy, but we will survive. I wanted to hop on and do a fun eyeshadow look today. Especially with Thanksgiving coming up, I thought let's do something fun. Nice little holiday makeup look that we can do. So I already have my face done with my three main colors. So I have my brightening, main, and contour already on my face. What I did hold out on is my eyes and my lips, okay? So I am gonna show you a fun little combo that I've got, which is perfect for the upcoming holidays. So let's play around. However, first, I'm coming into my lip conditioner. I always prep my lips. Helps your lip and cheek color stay on better, and then you don't have to put as much on. So I always come in with that lip conditioner first, hydrate those lips, let them plump up as I go ahead and start with my eyes. So let's take a look at the fun combo that I'm going to use today. Okay, these are the three eyeshadow colors that I'm going to use. This darkest one is Philly, and then Tangerine, which is a beautiful one for fall. And then Valencia is this last one. I had to look at my notes. Valencia is this last one. Our lip and cheek color that we are going to use today is Sadie. Beautiful, a little bit of gloss in it, but Sadie, it's a nice one. And then this last thing that I want to add on to my look, especially for a fun little holiday look, is our rose gold illuminator. So we're going to come and play with that one at the end. Right here, this is the brush cleaning tile. This I use for my eyeshadows all the time. That way I'm not transferring those different colors as I'm trying to build upon my look. Okay, so one more thing that I like to say is prime your lids. Just like how we prime our face for the rest of our makeup, I like to prime my lids too. So I am going to come into my brightening color here. I'm just going to dab my finger in and apply a little bit of my brightening highlight color onto my eye, and I'm going to use that as a primer, which is amazing that our products are so versatile that you don't have to carry an extra primer around with you. You can just go ahead and use your brightening highlight color. Now, let's say you were just doing your makeup. A lot of times when you see me do my makeup, I will just take any excess here and apply it right onto my lid right away. You can definitely do it right then and there, and then you don't have to be sticking your finger in. But because I already did my makeup this morning, I want to make sure I had some fresh brightening highlight on my eyes to use as a primer, okay? So I'm going to start with my eyeshadow brush. This thing is a lifesaver, okay? We have one fluffy end here, and then a smaller end up top. This thing makes eyeshadows a breeze, okay? Also, this beautiful palette, isn't it pretty? This is the new Key West one of the demos that I have. Reminds me of being on a beach watching a sunset. So I'm going to come in and start. I like to use a matte eyeshadow color as a base. Today I'm actually going to come in and I'm going to use Tangerine first. So it's that middle one. I'm going to use a nice big fluffy end. I'll make sure that it's nice and clean because I don't remember what I used on it last. Okay, I'm going to dip into my Tangerine color. Now when I hold my brush, I hold it towards the end. I don't want to hold it like a pencil. If you hold it like a pencil, then you have to do more of the work. When you hold it a little further back, the brush will do more of the work for you. So I'm going to tap it off. Our eyeshadow colors are just as pigmented as our lip and cheeks, so they will last you a while. But especially when you're starting off, make sure you tap a little bit off. Where you place your brush first is where it's going to be the most pigmented. So always think of that when you're doing your eyeshadow look. So for me, I want the more pigmented part to be towards the outside. Remember, we always do darker outside, brighter inside, just like when we do our face. So I'm going to come to the outside. And again, I'm going to let the brush do the work. I'm going to windshield wiper back and forth on my eye. And the eyeshadow, the eyeshadow brush, what it does, by holding it further back, it's going to find your brow bone and it's gonna do kind of the work for you when you are windshield wipering it back and forth. It's gonna put more of that color into that crease area, which is essentially a lot like when we do our cheekbones, right? With our contour color. So let's dip back in, brush it off a little. Let's do the opposite side here. I'm gonna let the brush do the work for me. And I'm just windshield wipering it back and forth, letting that color go mainly in the crease, but then I can also bring it up and down to the lid too. It's a beautiful color even on its own. So a lot of times I will wear just Tangerine on itself. It appears a little bit more orange here, but it's a very soft neutral color. Of course, if you want to build upon it and make it darker, you could always come back in, tap a little bit more, and add more to it. Just like when you start playing with your contour, you might start with a little bit first and gradually add your way in. So again, just windshield wipering it back and forth, mainly in that crease, but then you can also bring it back up. So it's a beautiful base that's going to stick to that primer that we just put on. So next I'm gonna come to my darker color. So this one is Philly. I'm gonna flip on over to the smaller, more dense side of my eyeshadow brush. I'll make sure it's nice and clean. I'm gonna come into Philly. Again, super pigmented, so you can brush it off. So this is the darkest part is gonna go on the outside of your eye. So I'm gonna come in here. Remember, wherever you place it first is where it's gonna be most pigmented. So I like to kind of pull it over a little bit and up. So you're kind of creating that V to get that nice smoky look on the outside of your eye. I'm staying right around my pupil because I don't want to bring it in too far. I want to be able to keep the darker part on the outside of my eye, just like this. So then it's up to you of how much of a smoky look are you going for. You can keep it there, or you can flip back over then and take the fluffy end of your eyeshadow brush and kind of blend and mold the two together so it's not as harsh of a line. Then I like to also come in a little bit and use my darker color as an eyeliner underneath. And again, I'm only coming to about center because I don't want to bring too much darkness to the inside. Okay, so again, if you were looking for a more smoky look, you may not use this big fluffy end. Okay, so we're starting to build upon that. I'm gonna come and do the other side, tap a little bit off, so I'm gonna come right out to the outside, use a little bit to make that nice liner look on the top, and then I'm going to start to blend, creating that V shape. Creating that nice smoky look here. I'm going to take that fluffy end and just meld the two together. Dip back into Philly a little bit, and I'm going to line just the outside half of my eye. And it kind of pulls that look together with those colors. Beautiful. All right. Clean off my brush again. Now I'm going to come into Valencia, which is this lighter color here. Tap a little bit. I want to bring it up towards the top. I want to brighten up towards the top. And when I'm blending, I'm just blending that top part right above, or I'm sorry, right below my eyebrow and coming right down to that crease. I don't want to take away from Tangerine or Philly, but I want to have it so it's not as much of a cut. And it just creates that nice finished look. I'm going to take a little bit more. I like to bring that brighter color right a little bit underneath and in the corner of my eye. Just brighten it up that last little bit. Super easy combo, especially for fall where it's not too deep, but yet if you want to get more of that smoky look, you definitely could by adding more than in this kind of V area and not blending it out as much. So just like on our face, the more you blend, the more the colors won't be as bold. So just like when we are doing our contour, the more you blend it out, the less bold it will be. So same technique goes with your eyeshadows. If you don't want it to be as bold, take that nice fluffy end and just kind of meld those colors together. All right, let's do a couple more things. Let's add some Sadie, which is the lip and cheek color. I'm gonna come in with my detail brush. I didn't put any lip and cheek color on. So let's come in with Sadie. I like to, again, place it right on top of my contour. It's a very neutral color, but a little bit of gloss. And then I'm gonna do it right onto my lips as well. I am one of those where if I do a bolder look on my eye, I like my lips to be a little bit more simple. So I like this combo of putting that together. Then I want to come in with my rose gold illuminator. And this one you could go crazy with, right? I like to use my finger. Again, this is rose gold. You can see the specks of gold in here. I like to place it right on top of that lip and cheek color. And because I didn't have a lot of shine, I'm gonna put a little bit by my brow. And it just adds that little bit of pop. You could even do a little bit here too, to create that ombre look of your lips. That's the rose gold illuminator. Now I want to finish off here. Where did I put my brush? I want to do my eyes. I'm sorry, my eyebrows. I always come in with my line brush whenever I'm done and fluff them out, getting excess makeup out of my brows by using that big fluffy end. Again, this is a line brush, but now I'm going to come back with my contour color. And this nice angled part of my brush, I'm going to dip right into my contour color here. And I'm going to use my contour to fill in my brows. So there's a couple different techniques. You could use your contour color, or you could use an eyeshadow color. If you are using an eyeshadow color, you need to have something for your eyeshadows to stick to because they are powders. So then I always suggest taking your stay spray, spraying a little bit of that stay spray onto the end of your angled part of your brush, then dipping into your eyeshadow and putting it in to fill your eyebrows. That way that color will stick in there. However, if you are using a contour color, for me, I'm going to use Cola. You could use your everyday color too, depending on the color of your brows, but I just dip a little bit in, and then I just create those hairline strokes right in my brow, depending on how much you want to fill in. For me, I like filling in this outside corner. And then I come in afterwards and brush it through so it makes it look super natural. And you can already see that the lift that it's providing, right? So by adding that contour color in there, it's adding depth, it's creating shadows, so it's giving the illusion of more of a lift, which we all want around our eyes, right? Just that little bit of lift around our eyes by filling in our eyebrows. So let's do the other side so I match. So again, I'm just dipping into my contour, creating those nice hairline strokes. Anywhere where you want to fill in with a little bit more color or shape. So for me, I like a little bit more shape and definition here. And then I'm going to come back through one more time and just distribute it through. And it just gives that little extra bit of pop. So especially if you are one who has to wear a mask to work, you can still play up your eyes do your eyebrows, have that nice brightening highlight color underneath your eyes, and you still get that finished look. I have so many women say, I don't wear makeup because I have to wear a mask all day. That's the way that you can play it up, is by playing with a fun combo, finishing off those eyebrows and using that brightening color around your eyes. So then I always say, when you are done, just come back with your brush and just clean it up. So in case you had any fallout, you're just cleaning it up like that. Fantastic, right? So those are our colors in our beautiful Key West palette. And I will drop those in the comments below. So again, it was Philly, then we had Tangerine, which is a beautiful fall color, and then Valencia. Sadie is our lip and cheek, and then Rose Gold Illuminator just adds that little bit of glam look for that holiday look that you are going for. So I will drop them in the comments. Any questions, reach out to me and let me know. Otherwise, I hope you enjoy this one. Let me know if you're gonna try it out too, all right? Have a great day.